Students who took the state's standardized test this past spring won't be getting their scores anytime soon. Testing company CTB McGraw-Hill informed the Indiana Department of Education this week there are problems in scoring this year's ISTEP, and that means the results won't be released until December. Our State Impact Indiana team broke this story this week and has been delving into exactly what is causing the delay. Claire McInerney is here to explain what they found.
Thanks, Joe. On Tuesday, we received an email between the Department of Education and the State Board of Education that explained there was a problem with the grading. The problem boils down to so-called technology-enhanced questions that appeared for the first time on the assessment this year. Those questions use a different answer format than most. Students might have to highlight a correct phrase in a reading comprehension question or type in an answer using an online calculator. The testing company, CTB McGraw-Hill, says they've found many instances where kids put in a correct answer, but the computer program did not recognize the answer as correct. So CTB is going back through to double check and give kids credit for those answers. The reason this is happening is because after pulling out of the National Common Core academic standards and adopting new state-specific standards last year, the Department of Education created a new assessment last summer. But there wasn't enough time to pilot the new test and see how the technology would work. So that's why CTB couldn't predict this issue. CTB President Ellen Haley spoke to the State Board of Education at its meeting this week, and many board members were upset we're not going to see results for months. State Superintendent Glenda Ritz says this situation is not ideal, and she wants to see it rectified as soon as possible.
It's extremely frustrating that we are actually going to be delayed a month in actually getting the cut scores actually set. But having said that, I'm also want to make sure that kids are getting credit for everything on their test. And since it is the first time for technology enhanced items, we just have to make sure we have it absolutely right.
Haley told the board that they can expect to set the score that determines what is passing at their October meeting, and then it will issue final reports with student scores by December. By not getting scores until then, the state can't calculate schools A through F rankings until January or February, and teacher evaluations that are based on the ISTEP scores will also be pushed back.
Okay, thank you very much, Claire.